Derrick James breaks silence on the Errol Spence Terence Crawford rematch with key details. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Derrick James, the head trainer of Errol the Truth Spence Jr., recently gave an interview, and he spoke about what went wrong for Errol Spence in the original fight and what he has to do to score a victory in the rematch. I wanted to break that down, give my 55 nickels for anybody listening.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know nothing. I mean, that part, I'm sure they already signed that or whatever, but I just know what they talked about. He won't be so drained, he won't be so depleted or whatever. I mean, you'll see, that wasn't the issue.
Alright, y'all, so what did Derrick James have to say? Well, basically, he started off the interview by saying that he feels like Errol Spence won't be drained this time, and he actually said that that's not the excuse for why he lost, but he definitely feels like he won't be drained this time and he won't have to be so depleted when he hits the ring.
I told you. You ain't tell me shit.
Now, it's funny that he says that that's not the excuse, because I think it's becoming obvious to everybody who watched that fight, everybody who got to see it live, got to see the look on Errol Spence's face when he came out to the ring, that there was something obviously wrong. I know a lot of people felt like that it might have been PEDs on the behalf of Terence Crawford is the reason he looks so much stronger than Errol Spence.
Take this off, man. Take this. Take everything off.
But logically, you would have to think that if Errol Spence was tired before the first round was even over with, he was getting bullied around the ring from the opening bell, and he never showed power in that fight. It obviously had to be something to do with the weight.
Just could you listen to what I'm trying to say? God damn!
Now, what Derrick James did say is that he does not know what's going on with the contract negotiations. Now, the interviewer tried to get it out of him, and he actually said, well, do you think it's going to happen at 154, and what do you think will happen if these guys fight at 154? And he never said that the fight is happening at 154, but he said at 154, you're going to see a much stronger, much sturdier, much better version of Errol Spence Jr., and he feels like Errol is going to score the knockout. Not only the knockout, but just the victory this time around. I don't think he actually said knockout, but he feels like Errol is going to get the victory this time around based off preparation. He said that he doesn't want to take anything away from Terence Crawford. He feels like Bo Mack and Crawford came up with the perfect game plan to beat Errol Spence on that night, and they executed, and Errol Spence didn't execute. And this is the same thing that most people have been saying, either side. I think the Terence Crawford fans are a lot more harsher than the Errol fans are. I think the Errol fans most of them realized that there was a weight issue, and Errol Spence obviously didn't perform to his best ability. A lot of them feel like, for lack of a better word, Errol should retire because of the brutal nature or brutal look that the fight had to it. But I think that's only about 25% of Errol Spence's fan base that actually feels like that. I think the rest of us feel like that the weight was an issue. I heard someone say in an interview yesterday that Errol Spence spent one fight too many at 147, and it just so happened to be the biggest fight of his career, and he kind of got exposed for, sticking around just a little bit too long.
I think I just shot myself.
Now, once again, Derrick James said that he doesn't know what's going on with the contract negotiation, but he did say another key thing. He said that he feels like that they have everything already worked out, and he actually, I don't know if he let that slip or if he meant to say it, but he felt like that the contracts were already signed. Now, if you remember back about a week ago, Steven Espinosa actually gave an interview where he said everything is already in place except for the weight. He said the weight is the only issue that has shown its head for the fight not to happen was basically the weight. And Derrick James kind of made it sound like that those guys have gotten closer to working that issue out. Now, he never said that they have fully worked that issue out, but he made it seem very well like they have worked that issue out, because he said he felt like, if I'm not mistaken, that the contracts were already signed.
Oh, Jesus. She go. She go.
Now, what does Errol Spence have to do, in my mind, to score the victory? I think, number one, he needs to get back with Blu-ray. I hope, and I've heard a lot of reports saying he's already done that. It's not been confirmed by anybody. Blu-ray hasn't said anything about it, but I'm hoping that that's going to take place. Number two, maintain your weight. He was already down to 147, so he didn't have to balloon all the way back up to 180, 190. And he's not going to be sitting around for another year, at that weight. So those two things, along with, coming up with a slight adjustment to the game plan. You don't want to go in there and do the exact same things that you did in the first fight. But I don't think you need to veer away from whatever your game plan was that much to score the victory. You got to be strong, got to be prepared, you got to lose the weight correctly, and you need to get back with your big homie Blu-ray.
So sometimes you have to be careful who you're teaching. A lot of times people next to me, they're in awe. Once I teach it to them, they say, I'm going to take what he taught me and I'm going to take over what he got. And that's when I can understand how the devil was created. Getting next to God and thinking he could be God. And that should not happen, Once you get the equivalent, because I want people to be better than me. I just want them to make sure that they help me and the people I love.
Now, y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a floppercard@gmail.com. And we are mine.
Yo, I pull up in a throwback car, gray 7.8 with the top that's hard. I'm finna paint it back, send it on black tires. Fuck a backseat to get its own backyard. Niggas act hard, try to put a Mac card. Stunt in front of they dame, they playing back far. Cause they get their ass kicked in front of their chick. And the niggas that they was with dip. Ain't that a bitch? Young Keys flow under the weather. Come through something real big under the leather. Lil' mama, get your mind out the gutter. I'm talking about that 9, motherfucker. I grind like a hustler. CDs, tapes, the weed, whatever the case may be. I chase that cheese and never ever face defeat. Now watch how I lace that beat. Here we go. Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow us up. Thick cold, thick freaks, finna blow us up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My click is down.
Niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My click is down.
Niggas know. I pull up with a throwback dime. She say she 25, she at least 29. But man, them hips on her, lips on her, finna let it rip on her, flip on her, then dip on her. This is for them classy chicks, them undercover nasty chicks, them trashy chicks. Ain't scared to flash me quick. Oh, look at that ass, she thick. I can't let you pass me, miss. Off the chain, Young Keys spitting hot flows off the brain. Holla at me when you're ready to get off the lanes. And on some real shit, I'm the one you deal with, feel me? Run game like Diddy in the marathon. Get shitty, drop 50 on the marijuana. Either give me 4 ducks or pearl swans. Young Keys, S&I Don. Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow us up. Thick codes, thick freaks, finna blow us up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My click is down.
Niggas know what's up.